All right, hello everybody. Bill Harrington along with Gio Brusa today. He's joining us today for the In the Dugout show. Gio, thank you so much for being with us.
Of course, thanks for having me.
Yeah, you bet. Gio's from Lodi, California. What high school did you go to, Gio?
St. Mary's High School in Stockton, California.
Okay, so did you play more than one sport there, or was it all baseball all the time for you?
I played more than one. I played basketball and football as well.
How'd you fare at those?
Pretty well. I played through my junior year basketball. I was not bad. And then I played all 4 years of football, and I was a pretty good football player.
So if you could take one of those, take away baseball, which one do you think you'd like to stick with?
Honestly, football. Yeah, I think I had the most fun playing that one.
What position did you play?
I started off as a quarterback, then moved to receiver. Either one, nothing compares to Friday Night Lights. I mean, it was fun.
So you actually got to be under center, running an offense. Talk about that experience, because that's not easy. You got to be a really smart guy to actually get under center and actually run a football team.
Yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed it. The game kind of revolves around you. You're in every play, and you got to know what everyone's doing. And I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I got to play some high school football as well, and got beat up a little bit by it, but it was a good time. It was probably obviously one of the better team sports out there to actually become buddies with guys, and really you're in the trenches with people. So it's really neat in that aspect. So I wanted to talk to you about your choice to go to UOP. You went to the University of Pacific, obviously not too far away from Lodi, so that must have gone into it. But what else went into actually choosing UOP as a college for you?
To me, a big factor was the head coach there at the time. Was a guy named Ed Sprague, who played in the big leagues, and I just really felt that under him I was going to learn a lot and really had the opportunity to grow as a player. And making that decision for me really has paid off, because I got a solid 3 years under my belt with him, and really learned a lot.
So while you were at college, what was some of the funnest experiences you had as a baseball player there?
I couldn't really narrow it down to one or two, but I would just say really the camaraderie of the team. My very best friend in the whole entire world is a senior there right now named Danny Mayer, and I wouldn't have met him if I didn't go there. And just the memories of being with the guys every day. It's just a lot of fun. Yeah,
day in and day out, you're playing baseball. When do they actually start in college? Don't they start in August or September to get ready for a baseball season?
Yeah, you pretty much start conditioning late August, early September, and you do all the tough fall workout stuff beforehand, and then you're dying to get to the season time, because that's when the fun starts.
Ot's it like being a college athlete? Because you got to focus so much on school. I mean, you obviously got to hit the books. You got to be good in that aspect. But you also have this other thing where you're probably putting 3, 4, 5 hours a day into, called baseball, or any athletics for that matter. How hard is that to actually accomplish both of them?
I mean, honestly, I thought it wasn't too hard, in the sense that, you really have to, playing a sport really makes you have to manage your time wisely. So it really motivates you to get the book work done, because without the book work, you can't play the sport. So for me, I think it helps, because you got to be really specific on when you get your work done.
So how were you as a student? Good student?
Yeah, I was a good student.
Yeah. So you and I have talked in the past. Your family has a wine. And I wanted to let the people out there know it, because we're doing a video today instead of doing some audio talk that we've done in the past, and we've talked about the family wine. So how did the family wine get started?
Well, my great-grandparents on my mom's side, they would always, they'd make wine, and they kind of passed down that love onto my noni and papu, which are my grandma and grandfather. And, my grandparents, they really wanted to kind of, expand on that and kind of make it something special for the rest of the family to enjoy, and hopefully make, something, nice wine, nice and successful, and have something to kind of remember them by and all that. So my grandfather started the wine, and now my mom's kind of helping running the business, and hopefully can just pass it down and keep it in the family.
Yeah, not easy to run a wine company. It's really hard to be profitable in that kind of business.
Yeah, it is very tough. But it's rewarding though, because your family stands by it, and you're proud of your product, and it's fun.
So when you guys sit down for family dinners, is that a big part of what you guys are drinking?
Yep, have a nice glass of the family wine, nice toast to all the family and friends and everything,
Yeah. So what's the name of the wine? Let everybody know.
St. Sophia Wines.
Great. Yeah, try it out.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah.
I promise it'll be worth it.
Yeah, there you go. And what kind of wine is it?
It's a red Zin.
Red Zin. So, good to have with the steak, of course.
Yes.
Red meat.
Yes, of course.
Yes. Well, I'll be trying some out in the off season for sure.
Awesome.
Yeah. So now we want to move on to the 3 questions. Gio and I, we're going to ask each other 3 questions. We have 3 questions right here. Well, actually 6 of them. And he's going to pick 3. I'm going to pick 3. We're going to come together. We're going to ask each other these questions just to learn a little bit about each other outside of the sports world. So go ahead, Gio. You're up first. You're the guest.
Alrighty. What do you miss about childhood?
You know, one thing I miss most about being a kid is having that vivid imagination. To be able to grab a toy and take yourself into another world, basically. I mean, you can grab a G.I. Joe or a Star Wars toy or anything like that and actually just transform yourself into that world. As an adult, it's really hard to do that. I mean, to actually get into a play mode and actually physically really enjoy it. So that's one thing I definitely miss about being a kid.
That's a good answer.
Yeah,
Very good answer.
All right, you're up. Let's see here. What are your favorite apps? Phone apps.
I'd say my favorite app, honestly, is Google Maps, because without it, I would be lost wherever I drive. I do not have a very good sense of direction, so I think that app is just the bomb.
Yeah, it actually tells you how long you're going to take to get everywhere you need to go,
fastest route, everything.
Yeah, perfect.
Yep.
All right.
What would you love to find at a yard sale?
Oh man, I would love to find an old piece of art. You know, that was worth a lot of money, where they're selling it for $5 and it ends up being worth millions. That'd be fantastic.
That would be a solid find.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so which event in the past, present, or future would you like to witness in person?
Man, I would say that's a really tough one, but I think that I would like to, honestly, I'd like to witness Babe Ruth playing at some point. I mean, I know that's probably not the most historical event, but just to watch a guy like that hit, to me, is just unbelievably special. So that's what I would like to see.
Yeah. When I travel with the team, you know, I drive myself and I listen to audiobooks, and I'm listening to the Babe Ruth story right now.
Oh, really?
And it's incredible.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
I would definitely, suggest listening to that if you're a fan of Babe Ruth.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, the stuff he did outside of baseball.
It's pretty, yeah.
I don't know how he played.
It takes a special guy to do that, I'll tell you. All right. Which celebrity would you most like to see in person?
The one person that comes to mind immediately, somebody, I've watched throughout her career, is Jennifer Aniston. Ever since she was on Friends.
It's a good choice.
And all of her movies after
Can't
that.
argue with you there.
Yeah. she's probably my favorite actress.
Yeah,
Jennifer
she's
Aniston.
a very good actress.
Yeah. She's fun to watch. She's seems like she's got a good personality, and she's a real person.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. So here's one for you. Oh, would you be likely to survive alone in the wilderness?
I think I can make it happen. I mean, I'm going to say yes because I'm very confident in myself, but I'm not going to say it'd be easy.
Well, that's 3 questions right there. That's Gio Brusa, our guest. Thank you so much for being with us, Gio.
Thanks,
yeah, appreciate it.